Práctica diaria de inglés. Escucha, habla y mejora tus habilidades. Al terminar, practica más en nuestra app. Gratis. Link abajo. Comienza a practicar.
I went on a trip last weekend. I went on a trip last weekend.
Fui de viaje el fin de semana pasado.
I went on a trip last weekend. I went on a trip last weekend. We traveled to the mountains. We traveled to the mountains.
Viajamos a las montañas.
We traveled to the mountains. We traveled to the mountains. The weather was perfect. The weather was perfect.
El clima fue perfecto.
The weather was perfect. The weather was perfect. It was sunny and warm. It was sunny and warm.
Hacía sol y calor.
It was sunny and warm. It was sunny and warm. We stayed in a small cabin. We stayed in a small cabin.
Nos alojamos en una cabaña pequeña.
We stayed in a small cabin. We stayed in a small cabin. The cabin was cozy and clean. The cabin was cozy and clean.
La cabaña era acogedora y limpia.
The cabin was cozy and clean. The cabin was cozy and clean. I packed my clothes and snacks. I packed my clothes and snacks.
Hice la maleta con ropa y aperitivos.
I packed my clothes and snacks. I packed my clothes and snacks. We left early in the morning. We left early in the morning.
Salimos temprano por la mañana.
We left early in the morning. We left early in the morning. The drive took 3 hours. The drive took 3 hours.
El viaje en coche duró 3 horas.
The drive took 3 hours. The drive took 3 hours. We stopped for lunch on the way. We stopped for lunch on the way.
Paramos a almorzar por el camino.
We stopped for lunch on the way. We stopped for lunch on the way. The view from the car was beautiful. The view from the car was beautiful.
La vista desde el coche era hermosa.
The view from the car was beautiful. The view from the car was beautiful. We saw many trees and hills. We saw many trees and hills.
Vimos muchos árboles y colinas.
We saw many trees and hills. We saw many trees and hills. I took lots of pictures. I took lots of pictures.
Tomé muchas fotos.
I took lots of pictures. I took lots of pictures. We hiked up a trail. We hiked up a trail.
Subimos por un sendero.
We hiked up a trail. We hiked up a trail. The hike was fun but tiring. The hike was fun but tiring.
La caminata fue divertida pero cansada.
The hike was fun but tiring. The hike was fun but tiring. We reached the top by noon. We reached the top by noon.
Llegamos a la cima al mediodía.
We reached the top by noon. We reached the top by noon. The view from the top was amazing. The view from the top was amazing.
La vista desde la cima era increíble.
The view from the top was amazing. The view from the top was amazing. I felt happy and relaxed. I felt happy and relaxed.
Me sentí feliz y relajado.
I felt happy and relaxed. I felt happy and relaxed. We drank water and took a break. We drank water and took a break.
Bebimos agua y descansamos.
We drank water and took a break. We drank water and took a break. We had sandwiches for lunch. We had sandwiches for lunch.
Almorzamos bocadillos.
We had sandwiches for lunch. We had sandwiches for lunch. There were birds singing in the trees. There were birds singing in the trees.
Había pájaros cantando en los árboles.
There were birds singing in the trees. There were birds singing in the trees. We saw a deer in the forest. We saw a deer in the forest.
Vimos un ciervo en el bosque.
We saw a deer in the forest. We saw a deer in the forest. My friends and I talked and laughed. My friends and I talked and laughed.
Mis amigos y yo hablamos y reímos.
My friends and I talked and laughed. My friends and I talked and laughed. We played games at the cabin. We played games at the cabin.
Jugamos a juegos en la cabaña.
We played games at the cabin. We played games at the cabin. At night, we made a campfire. At night, we made a campfire.
Por la noche, hicimos una fogata.
At night, we made a campfire. At night, we made a campfire. We roasted marshmallows and told stories. We roasted marshmallows and told stories.
Asamos malvaviscos y contamos historias.
We roasted marshmallows and told stories. We roasted marshmallows and told stories. The stars were bright in the sky. The stars were bright in the sky.
Las estrellas brillaban en el cielo.
The stars were bright in the sky. The stars were bright in the sky. I slept well that night. I slept well that night.
Dormí bien esa noche.
I slept well that night. I slept well that night. In the morning, we made pancakes. In the morning, we made pancakes.
Por la mañana, hicimos tortitas.
In the morning, we made pancakes. In the morning, we made pancakes. We explored a nearby lake. We explored a nearby lake.
Exploramos un lago cercano.
We explored a nearby lake. We explored a nearby lake. The water was clear and cold. The water was clear and cold.
El agua estaba clara y fría.
The water was clear and cold. The water was clear and cold. I skipped stones on the water. I skipped stones on the water.
Lancé piedras sobre el agua.
I skipped stones on the water. I skipped stones on the water. We took a boat ride. We took a boat ride.
Dimos un paseo en barco.
We took a boat ride. We took a boat ride. The boat ride was peaceful. The boat ride was peaceful.
El paseo en barco fue tranquilo.
The boat ride was peaceful. The boat ride was peaceful. We saw ducks swimming. We saw ducks swimming.
Vimos patos nadando.
We saw ducks swimming. We saw ducks swimming. I bought some souvenirs. I bought some souvenirs.
Compré algunos recuerdos.
I bought some souvenirs. I bought some souvenirs. We visited a local market. We visited a local market.
Visitamos un mercado local.
We visited a local market. We visited a local market. I tried new food. I tried new food.
Probé comida nueva.
I tried new food. I tried new food. The trip was exciting and fun. The trip was exciting and fun.
El viaje fue emocionante y divertido.
The trip was exciting and fun. The trip was exciting and fun. I met new people. I met new people.
Conocí a gente nueva.
I met new people. I met new people. Everyone was friendly and kind. Everyone was friendly and kind.
Todos eran amables y simpáticos.
Everyone was friendly and kind. Everyone was friendly and kind. We returned home in the evening. We returned home in the evening.
Regresamos a casa por la tarde.
We returned home in the evening. We returned home in the evening. I was tired but happy. I was tired but happy.
Estaba cansado pero feliz.
I was tired but happy. I was tired but happy. I want to go again soon. I want to go again soon.
Quiero volver a ir pronto.
I want to go again soon. I want to go again soon. I told my family about the trip. I told my family about the trip.
Le conté a mi familia sobre el viaje.
I told my family about the trip. I told my family about the trip. I showed them my photos. I showed them my photos.
Les enseñé mis fotos.
I showed them my photos. I showed them my photos. They liked the pictures. They liked the pictures.
Les gustaron las fotos.
They liked the pictures. They liked the pictures. It was my favorite trip. It was my favorite trip.
Fue mi viaje favorito.
It was my favorite trip. It was my favorite trip. I will never forget it. I will never forget it.
Nunca lo olvidaré.
I will never forget it. I will never forget it. The mountains were beautiful. The mountains were beautiful.
Las montañas eran hermosas.
The mountains were beautiful. The mountains were beautiful. The air was fresh and clean. The air was fresh and clean.
El aire era fresco y limpio.
The air was fresh and clean. The air was fresh and clean. We saw wildflowers everywhere. We saw wildflowers everywhere.
Vimos flores silvestres por todas partes.
We saw wildflowers everywhere. We saw wildflowers everywhere. I wore my hiking boots. I wore my hiking boots.
Llevaba mis botas de senderismo.
I wore my hiking boots. I wore my hiking boots. I brought sunscreen and a hat. I brought sunscreen and a hat.
Llevé protector solar y un sombrero.
I brought sunscreen and a hat. I brought sunscreen and a hat. We followed a trail map. We followed a trail map.
Seguimos un mapa del sendero.
We followed a trail map. We followed a trail map. There were signs along the trail. There were signs along the trail.
Había señales a lo largo del camino.
There were signs along the trail. There were signs along the trail. We didn't get lost. We didn't get lost.
No nos perdimos.
We didn't get lost. We didn't get lost. We saw squirrels in the trees. We saw squirrels in the trees.
Vimos ardillas en los árboles.
We saw squirrels in the trees. We saw squirrels in the trees. I heard the wind in the leaves. I heard the wind in the leaves.
Escuché el viento entre las hojas.
I heard the wind in the leaves. I heard the wind in the leaves. We crossed a small bridge. We crossed a small bridge.
Cruzamos un pequeño puente.
We crossed a small bridge. We crossed a small bridge. There was a waterfall nearby. There was a waterfall nearby.
Había una cascada cerca.
There was a waterfall nearby. There was a waterfall nearby. The sound of the water was calming. The sound of the water was calming.
El sonido del agua era relajante.
The sound of the water was calming. The sound of the water was calming. We sat and listened for a while. We sat and listened for a while.
Nos sentamos y escuchamos un rato.
We sat and listened for a while. We sat and listened for a while. I felt close to nature. I felt close to nature.
Me sentí en contacto con la naturaleza.
I felt close to nature. I felt close to nature. We watched the sunset together. We watched the sunset together.
Vimos la puesta de sol juntos.
We watched the sunset together. We watched the sunset together. The sky turned orange and pink. The sky turned orange and pink.
El cielo se volvió naranja y rosa.
The sky turned orange and pink. The sky turned orange and pink. It was a perfect moment. It was a perfect moment.
Fue un momento perfecto.
It was a perfect moment. It was a perfect moment. We took a group photo. We took a group photo.
Tomamos una foto de grupo.
We took a group photo. We took a group photo. Everyone smiled and looked happy. Everyone smiled and looked happy.
Todos sonreían y parecían felices.
Everyone smiled and looked happy. Everyone smiled and looked happy. I made new memories. I made new memories.
Creé nuevos recuerdos.
I made new memories. I made new memories. The trip was short but sweet. The trip was short but sweet.
El viaje fue corto pero dulce.
The trip was short but sweet. The trip was short but sweet. I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Aprendí mucho.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I want to visit again. I want to visit again.
Quiero volver a visitar.
I want to visit again. I want to visit again. We brought snacks and drinks. We brought snacks and drinks.
Llevamos aperitivos y bebidas.
We brought snacks and drinks. We brought snacks and drinks. We played music in the car. We played music in the car.
Pusimos música en el coche.
We played music in the car. We played music in the car. We sang along to our favorite songs. We sang along to our favorite songs.
Cantamos nuestras canciones favoritas.
We sang along to our favorite songs. We sang along to our favorite songs. There was traffic on the way back. There was traffic on the way back.
Había tráfico en el camino de regreso.
There was traffic on the way back. There was traffic on the way back. We talked about our favorite parts. We talked about our favorite parts.
Hablamos sobre nuestras partes favoritas.
We talked about our favorite parts. We talked about our favorite parts. We laughed about funny moments. We laughed about funny moments.
Nos reímos de momentos graciosos.
We laughed about funny moments. We laughed about funny moments. We shared stories from the trip. We shared stories from the trip.
Compartimos historias del viaje.
We shared stories from the trip. We shared stories from the trip. The hotel had a great view. The hotel had a great view.
El hotel tenía una gran vista.
The hotel had a great view. The hotel had a great view. I slept in a comfortable bed. I slept in a comfortable bed.
Dormí en una cama cómoda.
I slept in a comfortable bed. I slept in a comfortable bed. We had breakfast at the hotel. We had breakfast at the hotel.
Desayunamos en el hotel.
We had breakfast at the hotel. We had breakfast at the hotel. They served eggs and toast. They served eggs and toast.
Sirvieron huevos y tostadas.
They served eggs and toast. They served eggs and toast. I drank orange juice. I drank orange juice.
Bebí zumo de naranja.
I drank orange juice. I drank orange juice. The staff were helpful and nice. The staff were helpful and nice.
El personal fue servicial y amable.
The staff were helpful and nice. The staff were helpful and nice. We checked out in the morning. We checked out in the morning.
Hicimos el check-out por la mañana.
We checked out in the morning. We checked out in the morning. I packed my suitcase. I packed my suitcase.
Hice la maleta.
I packed my suitcase. I packed my suitcase. We went to the beach one day. We went to the beach one day.
Un día fuimos a la playa.
We went to the beach one day. We went to the beach one day. The sand was soft and warm. The sand was soft and warm.
La arena estaba suave y caliente.
The sand was soft and warm. The sand was soft and warm. I walked along the shore. I walked along the shore.
Caminé por la orilla.
I walked along the shore. I walked along the shore. I collected seashells. I collected seashells.
Recogí conchas marinas.
I collected seashells. I collected seashells. We swam in the ocean. We swam in the ocean.
Nadamos en el océano.
We swam in the ocean. We swam in the ocean. The water was cool and refreshing. The water was cool and refreshing.
El agua estaba fresca y refrescante.
The water was cool and refreshing. The water was cool and refreshing. We built a sandcastle. We built a sandcastle.
Construimos un castillo de arena.
We built a sandcastle. We built a sandcastle. I wore my sunglasses. I wore my sunglasses.
Llevaba mis gafas de sol.
I wore my sunglasses. I wore my sunglasses. We ate ice cream after swimming. We ate ice cream after swimming.
Comimos helado después de nadar.
We ate ice cream after swimming. We ate ice cream after swimming. I took a nap on the beach. I took a nap on the beach.
Tomé una siesta en la playa.
I took a nap on the beach. I took a nap on the beach. We watched the waves. We watched the waves.
Vimos las olas.
We watched the waves. We watched the waves. It was peaceful and quiet. It was peaceful and quiet.
Era tranquilo y silencioso.
It was peaceful and quiet. It was peaceful and quiet. There were people playing volleyball. There were people playing volleyball.
Había gente jugando al voleibol.
There were people playing volleyball. There were people playing volleyball. Children were laughing and running. Children were laughing and running.
Los niños reían y corrían.
Children were laughing and running. Children were laughing and running. I bought a postcard. I bought a postcard.
Compré una postal.
I bought a postcard. I bought a postcard. I sent it to my friend. I sent it to my friend.
Se la envié a mi amigo.
I sent it to my friend. I sent it to my friend. I wrote about the trip. I wrote about the trip.
Escribí sobre el viaje.
I wrote about the trip. I wrote about the trip. I said I was having fun. I said I was having fun.
Dije que me lo estaba pasando bien.
I said I was having fun. I said I was having fun. We visited a museum. We visited a museum.
Visitamos un museo.
We visited a museum. We visited a museum. There were many interesting things. There were many interesting things.
Había muchas cosas interesantes.
There were many interesting things. There were many interesting things. I learned about local history. I learned about local history.
Aprendí sobre la historia local.
I learned about local history. I learned about local history.
Gracias por ver. Suscríbete a nuestro canal y activa las notificaciones para obtener nuevos vídeos a tiempo y continuar tu viaje de aprendizaje de inglés.